Sapphiganathy, and this is my 112 term project. It's a RPG game called Crack Justice that basically highlights the issues in our justice system. The idea behind the project was basically to take you through an individual's life and help you understand maybe why why they're in the situations that they are, and how the justice system in our country has failed those individuals. So you have your home screen here. And so you got a how to play button, you have an intro screen that tells you the idea behind the project, you got a stats screen that tells you, that shows you the disproportionate incarceration rates based on race in our country. And then so you've got the option between playing Michael, Layla, or Shane, but if you hit either Layla or Shane, they're both locked until you play Michael. So you play Michael, you got a character bio, and you hit play game. So this is essentially the game screen. You've got an energy bar, an acceptance bar, and a morality bar. Energy goes down depending on the number of steps that you take. You can gain it back by eating food, however. Acceptance and morality both go up and down depending on the decisions that you make throughout the game. So the alert up here says to begin the story, go inside your home. And the game is actually much faster than what it seems like it is right now, but in screen recorder mode, it just lags horrendously. So you go inside your house, and your house just got broken into, so your brother's crying, your mom's hysterical, she doesn't know what to do, so you get the option between comforting your mom or your brother, and there's a fun little option that you can do, so it says both, which calms everyone down. And so Sean comes in, and he says, I heard about what happened, what do you want to do about it? And he asks you whether you want to go and go fix the situation. So you can hit yes or no. If you hit yes, your mom will be like, Michael, don't do anything stupid. And then you can hit no or yes again. If you hit yes, then you walk out with Sean. And then it tells you that Sean's waiting for you in the north part of town. So you go up, and the screen's gonna lag. And if you had hit no, your other friend would have come down to tell you that Sean was getting beat up in the north part of town. So you're here in this screen, and then you go up to go find out what's happening with Sean. And if you get close enough, scene will happen. So they're beating you up, and Sean's unconscious now, so you're going to help him carry him back. You're going to help carry him back to his house. As you can see, your morality went down because you decided to go with Sean to go fight with them. Your energy is going down. Your acceptance hasn't changed, though, because it's still the same. So you go into Sean's house. And then and there's food there, as you can see right here, that if my energy was lower, you could have gone in and gotten. And if you go and talk to Sean, and he says, everything hurts, do you at least see now why they're so awful? You can say yes or no, you can say yes, and then he tries to recruit you into the gang. And if you had said yes, your morality would have gone down more, but let's say no, just to see the acceptance change. So he says, whatever, I don't want you anyway, I'm going to bed. So he goes, your morality goes back up, and your acceptance went down. So you go back, and you go to your house this time. And the lag is horrendous. And so if you say no to Sean, then you come back home to find out that your brother has been shot, and that your brother has essentially... Oh yeah, I named my gang names the Starks and the Lannisters from Game of Thrones, because I think I'm hilarious. Anyway, so yeah, so essentially your mom basically pushes you into the gang to get the money for the medical expenses for your brother. If you had said yes to Sean, you would have come back and your mom would have been hysterical and told you not to join, essentially. So you go back, and so Sean calls you the next day, and he says, "Are you still doing this?" You say yes, and so your morality goes down because you said yes again. If you had said no, your acceptance would have gone down. So you go in, and the leader of the gang then asks you if you're excited to be joining, and you can say yes or no. If you say no, your acceptance goes down later. So your first job is a drug deal, essentially, but you don't know that it's a drug deal. But it says that the package looks like a bag of drugs, and if you can decide whether to take a gun with you or not. This is important because with minimum sentencing in the justice system right now, you can either, if you're armed, you get a minimum of 10 years in jail. If you're unarmed, you get a minimum of 5 years. So you can hit yes or no. If you hit yes, your morality goes down. So you can see that happen. Your acceptance also went down, if you could see. And so you go to the north part of town to do this drug deal, because you don't have a choice in the matter, because the gang has your brother and that medical expenses. Oh, your energy is low, so let's go back to Sean's house to watch that go up when you consume food. If the slide can stop being so ridiculous. I apologize about this. Okay, so your energy goes up, and you're going to go back outside, and then up to the north part of town. Okay, so you go up to the north, and you see the guy that you're supposed to be dealing with, and then suddenly the police arrest you. And the timing was off a little bit because of the screen recorded stuff, but essentially what happened was the judge told you about the minimum sentencing requirements and all of that, and yeah, basically you got 10 years because you had a gun, and he tells you that he's sorry about it because it's true. In real life, like, there are judges that like are crying because they can't afford for extenuating circumstances with this minimum sentencing requirements. So yeah, anyway, and then you can hit anywhere within the game and it takes you back to this. So this is Crack Justice. Hope you enjoy.